What is going up, everybody? Okay, so we are day trading live today. All right, we are going to be taking hopefully a trade on XBIO if the opportunity is there. It's gapping up pretty much. I'm not sure how much percent here. Um, all right, but the only way we're going to enter the stock here is one of two ways. It's up 32% up on the highs. Is if it bounces, if we can find a good bounce off this support here at 350 at that whole dollar, that's where we're going to take a position just for a little scalp. But you see how it popped up and then throughout the day it's slowly been fading away. That's another good entry up here is up at the highs. So we're just going to continue to hold or continue to watch and see what this does, because the reason why we're not hopping in this right out of the get-go is because there are multiple resistance paths up here. Alright, so it's still moving pretty well right now. But if it pops up to that 380 mark, it's most likely going to find some resistance, and that's where we're going to get that fall, and we may be able to get a scalp off that bounce from here. Like, we could have taken a trade right out of the open and setting our stops below this support, but I felt like it would have continued to fall here. So, all right, so it's starting to move. As you guys can see right now, this would be chasing it. We're not going to chase it. We're going to just sit back and see if we can find a better entry here. It's up 21% right now. XBIO is the stock ticker. You guys can't see that. It's having trouble breaking over this $4 area. I'm just waiting for some more buyers to step in. See if we can pop up to 420, but alright, so found new support here, or new resistance, another resistance at about 406, that $4 mark. Alright, so we have our 700 shares ready, our auto send clicked. See, this is where we're gonna see if we can get a bounce here. Is either off this support right here or off this support down here. You guys see how it's fighting through this support? So let's see what happens on this next candle. $700 shares ready. So what you would do if you took a trade on this, you'd set your stop right below this candlestick here, right at 370. If it breaks back over 385, that would be a good entry for confirmation of break of that resistance there. But it's getting crashed back down right now pretty hard. Let's see if it finds some more support here at 350. If it does, then we're going to hop in. But right now, it just looks like it's completely getting destroyed. So let's just wait a minute. Just like that, it fell over 10%, and it's seeing if it can break through that 350 area. It's having some trouble. Let's see what happens on the next probably 2 candles. I would wait to see if we get confirmation. If we get confirmation, hop in at 360 would be fine, but starting to pop back down. Okay, now see that little pop up and down? That means the buyers are stepping in. There are a lot of heavy buyers sitting here, sitting at this support, which is nice. So now this is going to be not a gap and go, but a support bounce strategy. If we hop in this, let's wait for another candle to see if we can get a doji. a reversal candlestick. Now, if we hop in, this is going to be our stop right there. But let's see what happens. It's going on a downward trend right now, so what we either have to wait for is some consolidation or a pop back up and another gap up. So it's hanging around this area. It's making new highs here. Alright, so 61 is going to be our entry if we can get a pop. But I don't think it will. So if it taps this 350 area again, I might try to buy an order here. Small share. Let's go small size. Let's see what's happening here. It's only up 12%, but 300 shares. Okay. So same. We're just waiting now. It seems like it's having some trouble. Okay. Alright, 62. Let's take 300 shares right here at 360. So not that many shares here. Just because we're going to see what happens. So with those 300 shares, setting stop right below this support here. Always mental stops. 360. You guys may see me average down here if I'm given the opportunity, because it doesn't look like it's going to be working here. Okay. Sellers stepping in. Down 18. Alright. Alright, we're going to average down here. Alright, so now our average went from 360 to 353 here. And the reason why I did that is because there is a very hard support here. So I can see on the time and sales that there's a lot of heavy buyers. When the stock bounces, it immediately gets bought back up. So like I said, setting stop here at 340. We're holding 800 shares. Average cost of 353. Hopefully we can get a squeeze up. There's my calculator here. Alright, so we're already up just from averaging down. We're up here. So 353. I'm just seeing how much this trade costs. $2,800. Alright, yeah, so about here, 340. I'm just doing my risk to reward here. So if we can get a pop back up to $4, that would be about a 3-to-1 risk. There we go. That's what we're looking for right now here. Alright, so a lot more buyers stepping in, which is nice. Let's just continue to hold. Looks like we still have some sellers in the market. But we just need to wait a minute, a little more. So now our new stop is at 350. So now we're gonna, if the stock falls, we're gonna break even off this trade. But I don't see it happening here. I think right here, this candlestick, right here, I believe this should be the sellers leaving the market. and then we should get another squeeze back up to at least $4 here. Maybe it might have some trouble here at 380. So we may take out of the 800 shares, we're most likely going to take 400 somewhere along here. But that's if the sellers leave the market here, which I see it happening, but the way it looks is all right. So terrible. All right, let's just continue to hold. This is why we're always going to use mental stops right now. So we are averaged down to 353. So what this is doing is this stock is either trying to break this resistance here or break the support. So I believe it's going to break resistance because it's trying to make new highs, as you can see on the screen, making new highs, and now maybe on this one or the next one we should have a new high, and that would be a confirmation of most sellers leaving the market. So let's see what happens here. 665. Like I said, we're going to take some profit at 380 if we can, but if it's moving too fast, we may just hold it. We're still up $79 right now. Alright, so we're still up. I'm not too worried just because of how I see it making new highs. If I saw this stock starting to make new lows, like going a downward trend, I'd be a little more worried. But since it's consolidating and we have it consolidating up more and it's trying to push new highs, it's a lot better for me right now. So I'm only up about 1%, not much, maybe 2%. I'm looking for this to be about a 7 to 10% gap up, but I don't see it. I don't see it. $82 profit so far. %14 up. It's slowly pushing up, but it's having trouble. Alright, so this candle is going to be I believe this will be the telling tale right here. Meaning if this one starts to fall, this is what I wanted right here. So now we're starting to break these highs. We're going to try to have another test of highs during this market. And then if we can get a breakthrough here, then we should have all the way up to 380, some resistance, and then next resistance path is about $4. So up right now, $112 on a $2,800 position here. So up about 2%, 3%. But see, you guys see how it's slowly starting to make new highs. That's what we like. We don't get shaken out by stuff like this. This is just the buyers and sellers fighting. We'd be more worried if this was right around here. But since it's just continued to rising, we're just going to continue to hold. We're not worried here. Here we go. Beautiful. You guys see how right when it broke over? Alright, so let's take, if we can get a push to 380, let's take half. Alright, so a little more. That's all. We just need a little more. So you guys see how it broke through here and then immediately shot up to 380 and then tapped there and then fell. So that was tapping that resistance there. So we're going to see if we can get another test, and then I'm going to take some profit right there. Hopefully I can get filled at 380, around that. That's my goal. All we need is another test of, there we go. Alright, let's get it ready here. Beautiful. Alright, so now our average cost is $3.49. I'm still holding 400 shares long. See, you guys see how it's testing this high, or this not pre-market, but this resistance path, and that resistance path's right here. That's where it's having trouble breaking over. You guys see how it's testing it? Whoa, did not want to do that. Alright, hold on, I need a new drawing tool. Alright. Yeah, it's a little better for you guys. Yeah. Alright, so now we're just going to continue to wait to see if we can get a push back up. There we go. Let's see if we can get a push to $4 here. That's where I'm going to take profit here. Let's take 200 shares at $4 if we can. Then we can hold that rest and get stopped out. That's what we're gonna do. $4. Come on, 4. Okay, continue to holding another 200 shares. So this is right here is now some of the sellers stepping in during this resistance here. All we need is another pop back up to 4, and I believe I'm going to take some more shares or off. So break through that. Let's get it 4. But there we go, baby. $297. Textbook trading right there. A beautiful support bounce setup, and setting all my stop losses, and you guys heard it, and that was just shy of about a 12% gap up. And look at this thing rip up to 426. But you will never go broke taking profits early. That's what I always say. Alright guys, peace out. Remember to always stay happy and stay positive. If I make another trade, I will put it on here for you guys. So I am about on a 5 or 6 day green streak, which I love it. Always consistent, using basic strategies that I talk about, and I call out all these stocks, and literally look at this thing rip up. Look at it. It's beautiful. I called it out, breaking all the supports. You guys saw all my entries, my exits live. Alright guys, I'm going to be calling it there. Peace out guys. I love you. Remember to always stay happy and stay positive.